Yeah, it's a really interesting thing, DRS, because last year, right, the Vikings were pretty dead set on drafting a quarterback and were in position to do so. They had the 11th overall pick. They moved up by a spot to make sure they could grab McCarthy in the very heavy quarterback first round, the historic one at that. That was the 2024 NFL draft. It led to the Vikings basically saying, hey, Kirk, that being Kirk Cousins, you're not a part of our future. J.J. McCarthy, despite what he did successfully at Michigan, did not really have the college numbers to back up that much infatuation from the Vikings front office in Kevin O'Connell. Then in his first preseason game, he was stellar. Threw for multiple touchdowns, more than 180 yards, used his athleticism as well. But some point in that game, although he played the entirety of it, he injured his meniscus. It turned out to be a tear. Of course, he missed all of his rookie season. But DRS, to your point, that belief in McCarthy did not vanquish last year as he recovered from injury. It would have been fascinating if Sam Darnold balled out in the most important games of the season against Detroit to end the regular season and in the playoffs, leading the Vikings on a postseason run. He did not, making what Kwesi Adofo-Mensah and Kevin O'Connell had to decide this year. Adofo-Mensah, by the way, the GM in the Twin Cities, making what they had to decide very, very simple. Sam Darnold, not worth paying. J.J. McCarthy is our future, and we believe in this guy. And they do. And Donnie, we highlighted what Ben Johnson is going to mean to Caleb Williams, what he meant in Detroit. If he's not the brightest offensive mind in football, maybe Kevin O'Connell is. And the situation around McCarthy in the Twin Cities is as good as you will find. Better than Sam Darnold, I'm going to sell. Over the numbers that we displayed for what his props are going to look like, if McCarthy is mostly the guy the Vikings believe him to be, even if I have my questions, Donnie, he kind of has to go over over those numbers to back up the confidence the Vikings have in him.
You're right about it. And look, and you can also preface it by saying Sam Darnold throughout his career, first 3 years with the Jets, 17 touchdown passes, 19, then 9. Now, granted, part-time starter injuries, what have you. Panthers, 9 touchdown passes. Panthers, 7 touchdown passes. 49ers in a backup role, 2 touchdown passes. Comes to Minnesota, 35 touchdown passes, a passer rating over 100, and again, 4,300 yards. So when you look at J.J. McCarthy, can he hold up to that? I don't think so he does as his quote-unquote rookie season. But if you're going to tell me a guy that resurrected Sam Darnold to look like maybe the best quarterback at times in the NFL last year, which is crazy to think about, why can't he do that with J.J. McCarthy? Has very good arm strength, a very good leader that's been proven at Michigan, and sort of mold him into that frame. Because we're not saying, hey, Calvin Ridley's his number one. No, Justin Jefferson is his number one. That guy's open all day long. Just throw him the football. Yeah. You should be excited as a Vikings fan. I just don't know if the statistics are going to hold up just in year number 1 of the expectations of what we think can happen.
And Donnie, that's really where you look at Minnesota, and we talk about it every year. The Vikings are favored to get back to the NFC playoffs despite playing in this difficult gauntlet of what is happening in the NFC North. But we have seen it each and every year now for the last decade and a half. 3 teams that have a minus money price to reach the playoffs before the season starts miss out on the postseason. If I was looking in one spot in the NFC, to me it would be the Vikings, because I am still a little bit skeptical about what J.J. McCarthy presents at the quarterback spot. Final team in this division. To Lambeau we go next.
Another incredible performance. I mean, almost going 7-8 innings again, striking out a ton. I mean, I kind of felt like the Tigers really wanted that win.
There's a bit of narrative to it that people like to buy into, or, kind of, I don't want to say push a narrative, but the fact that he's doing what he did last year, but better, and is now in a spot to repeat, like, there's something to be said.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
No superstar wants to go to Portland there, so you go, oh, well, Dame actually wants to be back here, and this is going to hurt us. It sort of brings back those vibes where Kobe Bryant was in L.A. Great basketball player, horrendous basketball team, but maybe he could sell a couple extra seats and be a star in the building. That's Dame. And also from a perspective of what Dame wants, Dane just doesn't care about championships, and that's okay. Like, he makes a lot of money. He can do that and continue to lose in Portland. Can have it both ways, I guess.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
Again, I mean, I got to tell you, if I'm in that spot, I may do it again, George. I mean, I may take that shot again. Look, when he is healthy, he's the number one pick in fantasy, as good as Barkley or anybody else.
What I'll say about McCaffrey is this. If you draft him and he misses 9 games with injury, you have no one to blame but yourself.
I blame you. Just because I
Everyone
can.
else does.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high, but the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that rim. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple of
18.5-point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. It's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
A focus on the NFC North. In the fourth team left to discuss our final, the Green Bay Packers. DRS, 3 teams around the NFC North made the playoffs last year. The Lions, who won the division with 15 games. The Vikings, who were the top wild card team despite 14 wins. And the Green Bay Packers, who won 11 games and earned that final wild card spot. We have seen Jordan Love performed very well in the playoffs, including his postseason debut 2 years ago, pulling the upset on the road against the Dallas Cowboys. And we've seen some questionable moments, like in the divisional round against the 49ers, and certainly the 3 interceptions he had against the Philadelphia Eagles in that opening round a season ago. The Green Bay Packers outlook this year, -110 to make, -110 to miss the playoffs. The over-under is 9.5. The NFC North price is second best behind Detroit at +260. That NFC Championship price at 11-1. Donnie, much like last year, given what they had done in 2023, Packers are kind of that optimistic team that might not be one of the 3 best prices that people genuinely believe can cash that 11-1 ticket, winning an NFC Championship. But to cash the NFC Championship price, you got to get into the dance. Buy or sell. The Packers will make the playoffs this season.
Buy it. I'm buying it. And why not? Like, it's when we talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hey, Donnie, going to buy a Pittsburgh winning season? Oh, let me just go win. Yeah, Mike Tomlin, all he does is win. How am I going to bet against him at this point? Same thing with Matt LaFleur. Now, Matt LaFleur certainly hasn't been around as long as Mike Tomlin. But let's go back to the 2019 season when he first broke in as the head coach there for the Packers. Oh, 13-3. What do you do to follow up that? Oh, 13-3. How do you follow up that? 13-4. Oh, no, a down year, 8-9. Resurges with a 9-8 season, made the playoffs. And last year, 11-6, made the playoffs again. So we look at his tenure here, entering into his 7th season, he's made it 6 times. You know what I mean? Or going into 7, 5 out of 6 seasons that he's made it. Why wouldn't he make it again?
Correct.
Quarterback used to winning football games now in Jordan Love. Like him. Good running game here. Add another weapon at wide receiver that we scream about. Can I just get Christian Watson to stay healthy for 15 games this season? This offense is going to move the football. LaFleur is a very good head coach. And also the question marks of the division. Detroit, question marks. Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator gone. You take a look at the Chicago Bears. Love Ben Johnson. Still question mark. New head coach coming in, and Caleb Williams still being a young quarterback. Minnesota Vikings, Ben. Where's the question mark here? Oh, J.J. McCarthy taking over as a new starting quarterback for the Vikings. Dare I say the Green Bay Packers have the least amount of questions that need to be answered in 2025? That's what you like. Continuity lasts. Continuity wins. That's what you're getting in Green Bay. So I don't love Green Bay. Do I think they're winning a championship? But I think Green Bay is that overlooked team. Bears, fun team. Vikings, new quarterback. Hey, Detroit Lions. I just think the Packers settle into the background and be like, they're just the Packers. Yeah, they're just the Packers in the playoffs. -110 price. Buy. The Packers will be in the playoffs, Ben.
DRS, I kind of agree with you. There are 8 teams right now around the NFC that have a minus money price, favored to reach the postseason. Except I should throw a caveat on the favored because you see the Packers there. It's the same number on both. seventh best price to get into the NFC playoffs. And the Vikings at minus 105, the updated number, it was minus 12 just 2 weeks ago. Minus 115 would be the other side of that to miss the playoffs as well. I said the Vikings would be the NFC North team to miss out on the postseason of the trio that made it last year. I do think Green Bay is going to be there. And I think what you said right there and buying the notion that the Packers will be back into the postseason is the idea they have the least amount of questions. Now, do they still have some questions? Yeah. They drafted a wide receiver in the opening round for the first time in nearly 2 decades in Matthew Golden. Is he the difference? I'm not so sure. I still think they need a top-flight receiver to cash that 11-1 number to win the NFC. But I do think they will have the potential and the possibility as a playoff team. And Donnie, we have shared that all 4 teams in this gauntlet of a division in the NFC North have 4 of the 10 most difficult schedules around the NFL. So it's all relative, right? But who has the easiest? Green Bay. 10th hardest in the NFL, but the easiest of the 4 when it comes to playing in the NFC North.
Yeah, by the way, look, every NFC team that seems like it pops up, like outside, like to say the NFC West team, some of those, it's like, how do these teams get any wins on their roster? Like you look at the NFC East, it's like, oh my goodness, can anybody win 6 games here? Then you take a look at the rosters here, or excuse me, the schedules for the NFC North. Like, yeah, they're good football teams. Like, ooh, no breaks on that schedule either. It'll be fun to see how this plays out this year in the NFC. A lot stronger teams, it feels like, league-wide than we've seen in a long time right now. No layups, really.
And Donnie, when you play your division 6 times, not only is it going to be critical for that title race, but you're also going to take some blemishes. And how might that impact the wild card race? Hour 3 next.